Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Alright, we are gonna start our Easter DIYs, and I'm so excited to share this one with you because I love to make these, and I don't only do it for Easter but also do it for Christmas, so I've never shared it with you before, but it's so cute and so fun. So what you're gonna need is a cake carrier from Dollar Tree. So you just need to grab you one or two of these, or however many that you want to do, because you're going to want to give these as gifts. But alright, so I just got one of these cake carriers from Dollar Tree. I've got the rabbit ears from Dollar Tree, or if you have these from Dollar General, or just what you have around your house. So that, you're going to need some good sharp scissors. And I have a bunch of different ribbons we're going to use. I've got some paint that we're going to use. I've got my hot glue gun plugged in over here. And then I also have this 2.5 inch burlap wired ribbon from Dollar General. This was $2 at Dollar General. It's 12 feet, but I'm also going to use this because we are going to make two different ones. We're going to do one with this for that very bright springy look. And then we're gonna make another one using this for more of kind of like the country farmhouse kind of look. So, all right, like I said, I'm so excited to share this with you, and I hope that you love it as much as I do. But all right. So I guess you can kind of tell that we are going to make a rabbit cake carrier. So first off, what I'm gonna do is, of course, take this off. I want to take, these are the gardening floral scissors from Dollar Tree. So this is what I'm going to attempt to use, and then we'll see how this works. Okay, so what I want to do is, right here at the bottom where the headband is, I want to cut this ear off of this headband. So I'm going to kind of cut down as low as I can and see if I can get this to cut. Okay, I'm just going to kind of work it side to side and try and get this ear to cut off here. So I'm putting this in here and I'm going to squeeze as hard as I can. See if I can get this ear to cut off. Okay, I'm getting it. Like I said, you're just gonna have to cut on this side and then flip it and cut on the other side and just work this ear back and forth. Like I said, if you've got some really good sharp scissors, or maybe even a little saw or something, but just to get this ear, there we go. Just to get this ear off. All right, so I got one to cut off. See? Okay, so I'm also gonna cut this tag off because I do not want that tag on there. Okay, so you see, I have this one ear cut off. I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this one right here. I'm gonna cut this ear off of this headband. Okay, so I finally have both of these cut off here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that is gonna take some hand strength, okay? If you use these scissors, maybe if you have one of the little handheld saws, from Dollar Tree, maybe just try to saw it, because the ears cut easy. It is just this plastic piece that they have inside to make it stand up. So, but got both of these cut off here. All right, so now that we have these cut off, I'm gonna set these to the side. All right, so now what we wanna do is, I'm gonna open this up. Okay. See, it's a two-piece. Now make sure, when you're at the Dollar Tree, grab both pieces. Don't forget to grab your bottom, because sometimes they'll have all the lids stacked and then the bottom stacked. So make sure you grab both pieces, because this whole thing is $1. All right, so what you want to do is you want to give this a good cleaning before you use it. And, okay, you see this? The handle lifts up. Okay, I'm going to show you everything up close. Okay, so just think about this. You're going to be carrying it like this. So this will either be your front or the back side can be your front. But just think about how you're carrying this, what you want to be your front side, because we are gonna make this into a rabbit. So we're now gonna take some paints and we're now gonna do a cute little bunny face on the front. So like I said, as you're holding it, you know, think about how you want, where you want your front to be at. So, okay, let's do this. All right, so I have a few different paints. I've got black, just basic black apple barrel 50-cent paint from Walmart. I've got pink eraser apple barrel paint. And then I've got some just paint markers. I've got blacks, I've got white. I've got a black Sharpie. And then this is a black paint pen from Dollar Tree. And then I also have some white puffy paint and some black puffy paint. You can get this at Walmart, and sometimes Dollar Tree will have this. Now, crazy thing, all of my stores are sold out of white paint. Even Walmart, like I cannot find white paint. Like everybody must be crafting with white right now, but I cannot find white paint. So I'm gonna use white puffy paint because I just need like a tad bit of white. So on mine, I'm using puffy paint. You can always do white paint. Okay, so we're gonna do the face, and I'm gonna adjust the camera, that way you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, you see how the handle is? Here's like the little flap, and then it stands up so you can carry it. So I'm gonna make this right here be the front of my cake carrier. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that I do my little face centered. Right now, I'm just gonna take this black painter's marker that I have, but you could also do a Sharpie, whatever you want, or you could go ahead and use black paint. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do two different carriers with two different faces. So on this one, I am going to do, okay, make sure I get my center. Here's my center. That way I can kind of get my eyes where I want them. And y'all, I do not have the best penmanship. I don't have a steady hand, but that's okay. Okay, right now I just kind of did this little arch. Ooh. So there's that one. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing right here. Trying to keep them somewhat like symmetrical, like the same size and everything, but I'm freehanding this, so it's not gonna be perfect. So now I'm gonna do the exact same thing over here. Just kind of did, almost like I'm making like an eyebrow. See that? Okay, now I'm gonna make my arch go up and come down. See? And one's bigger than another, but that's all right. I can just go right over top of this one and make it bigger because I'm gonna fill that in with paint, you know? All right, so right there we have the beginning of our eyes. I'm gonna do like an inside. So do like that. And do the exact same thing over here. It's kind of like a little arch on the inside. Okay, so now it's looking like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this, and where I just did this right here, I'm gonna color this in with the black. Now, you can either use this right here, or you can use this black apple barrel paint. So let's see what this looks like. I'm just gonna color this in. There we go, see? All right, I'm gonna do the exact same thing over on this one. I'm just gonna color this in. All right, look, it's coming together. All right, so there's that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my black puffy paint. I am now going to trace over all of my outline. So I'm now gonna outline everything in this black puffy paint. And my hand shakes, so it does not have to be perfect. So it may be a little wonky, but I'm just going to give this a good squeeze. I'm also going to outline the inside of the part of that eye. Okay, look at that. It makes it really stand out. Okay, I'm gonna do this eye. Okay, so there's that right there. Now in the black, I'm also gonna add a couple little eyelashes. Okay, so I'll take this, just about right here. And just kind of go up. Now you don't have to do the eyelashes if you don't want to. So that's what it looks without, and that's with, which I really like the with, so I just think that's so cute. So I'm gonna put some over here too. But see how cute? All right, so I'll kind of sit this right here. All right, so we have this right now. I'm gonna let this kind of sit and dry. Now, puffy paint can take hours to dry. So, I'm gonna sit this right here. Now we're gonna do her little nose. So all I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this pink, the pink eraser paint, shake it up. Okay. I'm just gonna use my lid and just a thin little paintbrush with a nice tip on it. Just gonna put that in here. Just get a little bit on my brush. And I'm gonna do like a little heart for its nose. And it does not have to be perfect once again. Look, something like that. You see that? All right, so there's that. Now it's gonna need 2 coats, but I'm gonna have to let this dry because if I try to go over that again, it's just gonna like take the paint off. It's just gonna smear it. So there's that right now. Once again, my black puffy paint. I'm gonna do like the little mouth. Basically, I'm gonna do almost like a little anchor. I'm just gonna do a line straight down with a hook and then another hook. All right, so hold this where you can see it. Take my puffy paint. I'm just gonna do a loop and then another little loop. Now that is not perfect, but that is cute. All right, so there's that. Now you have to decide, do you want whiskers? Some rabbits have whiskers, like if you look at pictures, and some don't. So, okay, there is without whiskers. All right, now let's maybe do a few whiskers and see. I'm gonna take my puffy paint once again. You could do, here, let's do this. Let's just take the marker or Sharpie and kind of do our whiskers first to see if we even like it, okay? Do something like that. You know? You're kind of getting like a little cat feel, but okay, let's leave it like that just for a minute and see. All right, so now I'm gonna trace over this with my puffy paint. Okay, look how cute. All right, we are not done with this. Okay, now I'm gonna take my white puffy paint, shake it up really good. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do like the dot of white for, this is gonna be a little girl, for her eyes. And I'm just gonna do a little dab of white right there. Just a little blob of white. I'm gonna do the same thing over on this side. Okay, and I'm gonna do one little, just little bitty dot for like a little sparkle in her eye. Okay, but look how cute this little face is. I love it. Look how cute that is. And you can do any face that you want. Just go online and look up like bunny faces or rabbit faces and just see what you like. But that is so cute. Now it does take puffy paint quite a few hours to dry, So just be careful that you don't bump it and smear anything. But I'm gonna set this to the side and we are going to make a bow for her head. Okay, now for the bow, you can use any ribbon that you already have. Because I make wreaths, so I have tons of different kind of ribbons, so you may not have exactly what I have, but you can use anything. So what I wanna do is, I'm gonna cut my ribbon at 7 inches. So take a ruler and measure out about 7 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just gonna give you a good size ribbon. And I have 5 different colors that I'm gonna use. I've got this denim with like big white polka dots. I have this yellow striped. I have this really pretty little check this is from Michael's. It's very pretty in the pastel. I've got this pretty pink and white gingham. And then I've got these pretty purple, which is my favorite color, little flowers. So like I said, I'm gonna cut 1 of each at 7 inches. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my first roll of ribbon, I'm gonna measure it out about 7 inches. It does not have to be exact, it just kind of gives you an idea. So just kind of take my ruler, measure out about 7 inches, and I'm gonna give me a good cut. So, all right, my very last one. Once again, I'm just kind of measure it out to this right here. Just gonna cut that. All right, so now that I have all of these cut at 7 inches, I'm gonna dovetail all of my ends. And for that, all you do is you take your ribbon, you fold it in half 1 time. Okay, so you take that, you fold it over. Now where your seam is, like where you folded it, you're gonna take your scissors, you're gonna cut down at an angle towards the opening. Okay, so I'm gonna take my scissors, I'm gonna angle down and just give it 1 good cut. And there is a perfect, and there is a perfect dovetail. All right, same thing. Throw that over 1 time, put my scissors where the seam is, where I folded it, and I'm gonna cut down at an angle. And that's it. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing to all of these. And because my scissors are really sharp, and I recommend using sharp scissors, I'm gonna put 2 together, that way I can make this go faster. So I'll just fold this over in half, both of these together lined up, perfect. And then I'll just give that 1 good cut. And now 2 of those, I just dovetailed. Okay, same thing. Fold that over. Boop. Okay. All right, my last 2. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stack mine together. I'm gonna take this blue one, lay it flat down. I'm gonna take this yellow one, and I'm gonna lay it right on top of my blue, just perfectly right on top. I'm gonna take this pretty little gingham that I have, I'm gonna lay it down on top of the yellow. I'm gonna take the pink, lay it right on top of that one, and then my purple, lay it right down on top. So all of this pretty little ribbon is stacked on top of each other. Now you can either take twine, or I have this little thin yellow ribbon. I'm gonna use this. Okay, so I'm gonna take this right here. I'm gonna lay my bundle right on top of this yellow ribbon. And then I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna tie it loose at first. That way I can make sure I have everything centered. All right, so now I'm gonna do a really good tight knot. I'm now gonna knot this. That way I can adjust my ribbon. All right, see? Now I have this tight little row, and all I'm gonna do is fluff it. I'm gonna take each ribbon, I'm gonna go up, and some is gonna go down, and I'm just gonna keep working it until I get it completely fluffed the way that I want it. Okay, so I'll kind of show you. I'm gonna take this blue and just pull that out. And I'm just gonna keep pulling until I see every ribbon. Okay, just kind of fluff it and pull. All right, so I got that side. I'm gonna do the exact same thing over on this side. Just kind of open it up. And I love working with wired ribbon. I always recommend wired ribbon if you have it, because it will stay exactly where you put it. Okay, but look how cute that is right there. Okay, all that was a bunch of ribbon just stacked right on top of each other. You tie it all together right in the center with a couple of knots, and then just fluff it. You know, you kind of have to work at it just a little bit, That way you can, you know, make sure you see every ribbon. So, but that is really cute, and I love how colorful and fun that is. All right, so we have this right here. All right, so now it's time to do our bunny ears. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to hot glue our ears on, and we're gonna glue our bow on, and she's gonna be adorable. All right, so make sure you have your little face is centered, and you wanna hot glue your ears on so that it's also centered. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take my hot glue gun, all right, and I'm going to hot glue my ears right about back here, just like that. Okay, you can position your ears however you want. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put me a bunch of hot glue right here on the top. Make sure that it's kind of centered between my eyes. Okay, so I got a bunch of glue right there. I'm gonna take my ears and I'm going to press it down and hold it until that glue dries. Make sure you have your ears exactly how you want them. And you can always add more hot glue if you need to. Okay, but just, you know, keep holding it until that glue dries. Okay, look at that. Now I am gonna add a little more hot glue to the back side of it as neatly as I can. So I'm gonna kind of lift up my ear, and I'm just gonna put some glue on the back side, and I'm just gonna press the little fur of the ear into it. I'm gonna hold that down until it dries. Just remember, be careful not to burn yourself. All right, so I got that one right there. Okay, and if you want, you can glue your two ears together just a little bit. Like put some like right here in the front of this ear, and then take this ear and glue it together. And just hold that once again until that dries. Careful not to burn yourself. Okay, look at the ears we have. All right, now we're gonna take our bow and we're going to hot glue our bow right there in front of the ears. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a bunch of hot glue right there in the center of my ears. I'm gonna put my hot glue. And I'm gonna stick my bow down in that hot glue right against the ears. And I'm gonna press that down and hold it until that dries. Okay, are you ready to see how cute this is? Look how cute that rabbit face is with the ears and the bow and that cute little face. And it's a dessert carrier. Like I don't think I've ever made a round cake. But like if you make a cake, if you make brownies or cookies or even like Little Debbie's or something, stick it in here. How cute would that be? If you're gonna make like deviled eggs for Easter, look how cute that is. You can put anything inside of here. It's got the little clips on the side, and just lift off. Now, obviously, of course, with all this on here, you're not going to wash this. You can take the inside with like a soapy rag and kind of clean it, but don't put this in water, and I wouldn't really scrub the face or anything. I would just clean the inside of it and just hand wash this right here. So, but I love that. That is so cute. I just need to do like a second coat on her little nose. Just add a little bit more of the pink to her nose. If I had white paint, I could have done the inside of the eyes white. So if you have white, you could think about that. If you have a Cricut, use your Cricut and make a face. I have a Cricut. I don't ever use my Cricut, but you can freehand it. Just make whatever face you want. And this is like very bright and springy. So I love this one. Now I'm gonna show you another one that you could do. Ooh, but hold on. I almost forgot. So if you wanted, you could put a tail on the back of this. Dollar Tree sells like the bunny tails, or I do not have one right now. But what I do have is, I've got cotton balls. So what you could do is, you take some cotton balls and just, don't pull it apart like that, but just start pulling at it. Kind of like pull it together, kind of fluff it out a little bit. Okay, just kind of get that one little cotton ball all nice and fluffy. So just like that. Now I need 2 to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna pick up a second cotton ball and I'm just going to pull it apart, very gentle, and just try to make it as big and fluffy as I can. So now I'm gonna take both of these, and what you could do is you could hot glue these 2 together. Just put your little dab of hot glue right there, just put it together, and then you can hot glue you a tail onto the back. Let's do that really quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of glue these together for a second. Just a little dab of hot glue, kind of stay together. All right, so I got those 2 attached to each other. Now on the back side of this, I'm going to hot glue this cotton ball to make it look like it's a bunny tail. All right, so you see the back of my ears, there's my handle. I'm gonna go center and down, and I'm gonna hot glue that right there. Okay, so I'm gonna eyeball this, kind of center. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna put me a dab of hot glue and my little bunny tail that I just created using cotton balls I had from home. Just put those on there. Like I said, if you can get that cute little bunny tail that they have at Dollar Tree, that would be great. Look at that. So you've got the little face on this side, and now you got the little bunny tail. That's adorable. Yeah, I am gonna grab, because as much as I love this cotton ball, I love the fluff to it. I have a feeling the more that I carry this around and move it around, that's gonna end up getting knocked off. But if I can actually put like the bunny tail, it'll stay. But for now, that's adorable. Okay, so on this one, I'm just gonna take this paint pen. This is Crafter Square from Dollar Tree. Give it some good shakes. And then I'm just gonna do like some oval eyes. Very simple, just really quick. That way I can kind of show you more of like a farmhouse look. But once again, like center with my handle. I'm just gonna draw some ovals. Try to get, one's bigger than the other. But I'm gonna like try to fill this in really quick. That way I can just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just took this black paint pen really quick and I just did basic oval circles. But once again, I am gonna do a little eyelash just because I think the eyelashes give it a little something. Really quick, just a little swoosh, 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 swoosh. Okay, so I just added a little swooshes, just a little flick for its eyelashes. I'm gonna take this pink eraser once again and do the little heart nose like we did on that one. This is more just so I can show you like the farmhouse look. Okay, so little pink nose. And then once again, I'm gonna draw like the little anchor for its mouth. Okay, so just a little swoop like that. Whiskers again. Let's just do some whiskers. I don't know if that's more cat-like or what, but okay, so we got that. Now I am gonna take the white puffy paint and do like the eyes, just like we did on that one. Okay, so I'm gonna put my little white dots right there, like that, and then over here. Okay, but there's that quick little face. Okay, so now for like more of the farmhouse kind of look, I'm gonna take this burlap. Like I said, this is from Dollar General. It's 2.5 inches. If you cannot find this, you can always use Dollar Tree's burlap. Okay, so I'm just gonna make my ears out of this right here. So all I wanna do is the top of this, I just kind of wanna like take this and kind of trim out the shape of the top of an ear, of a rabbit's ear. I'm just gonna loop it and just kind of come back down. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Do not worry about that. Okay. So just, you know, kind of determine like how tall you want your ear to be. Okay, so I'm gonna cut mine about right there. Okay, I'm gonna cut one more ear. All right, so I have both of these cut now. And once again, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna kind of hold this one and like kind of trace and do the shape of this ear. That way they look somewhat the same. All right, so now that I have both of these cut out, and mine are, let me tell you, because I didn't really measure it, I just did it. This, from the tip down here is just a little over 6 inches. Okay, so you see its little face is centered with my handle. Now I'm gonna take these that I just cut. I'm gonna give the bottom a little fold. It's kind of like my little kickstand. This is what I'm gonna glue down onto the top, just like that. I'm gonna glue this down. So I'm gonna glue that there. I'm gonna put me some hot glue right here. Put that one there. Careful not to burn yourself, which of course I just did. Use your scissors or something. Hold that down so that can get a good seal onto the plastic. All right. Okay, look at that. And you can take one and you can kind of like do a little bend. So its little ears coming down, like you have one like bent over. But that is really cute. Just kind of like I said, just, once again, this is wired ribbon, so it will stay. So I can have this one, so I can have that one like kind of straight up, but this one bent down. So cute. Okay, so now, like I said, we're gonna do more of like that farmhouse kind of look, kind of like the rustic. All right, so I'm gonna take this burlap and white polka dot ribbon from Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree. I'm gonna cut it once again. I guess let's do about 7 inches. Maybe just a little bit over 7, just for that cut. All right, so I'm gonna take this one right here. I'm also gonna take some black and white buffalo check, because you know that I love it. All right, mine is from Hobby Lobby. They sell it year round, so they always have this. It's back in the wedding section where the ribbon and mesh is. So, okay, got that one. I'm now gonna take some orange and white. This little gingham is from Dollar Tree. They have this year round. It's just the floral garden. Okay, so got that about the same. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so I'm gonna lay that down too. I've got a little bit of this green and white. Kind of lay that down. Give that about the same cut. And I'm not measuring this. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, cutting it about the same as the rest. Okay. And then I have this adorable carrot ribbon from Dollar Tree. Did you find this? I love it. So I'm actually gonna do 2 of this. So I'm gonna kind of lay that down, cut it about the same. I'm gonna do another one because I love it so much. There's that. I'm gonna lay that right there. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 of this black and white gingham. Whoop, I'm almost out of this. Of this buffalo check. I love it so much, I'm almost out of it. All right, so I've got all of these cut right here. I am definitely gonna use twine for this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take my black and white, I'm gonna take both of these, both of my black and whites, I'm gonna lay them right on top of each other. I'm gonna take this little burlap with the white polka dots, lay that down. I'm gonna take my orange and white, lay that down. I'm gonna take a carrot, lay that down right on top. I'm just stacking this. Now I'm gonna take this little cute little green and white one, lay that down, and then the carrots again. So my carrots will be on the top. Now I'm gonna take some raffia. I love raffia. I'm gonna take some of this. I still cannot find the one from Dollar Tree. None of my Dollar Trees have raffia, and I don't know why, because I love it. So it's gonna take me just a little bundle of it. Okay, so I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna lay that right down on top of there too. All right, now I'm gonna take me some twine. Okay, so I'm gonna take some twine, and I'm going to tie all of this together. All right, so I'm gonna cut that off. Okay, once again, I'm gonna line all of this up That way I can put my knot right in the center of everything. Okay, so make sure I kind of have that in the center. Eyeball, it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to tie that really tight. I'm actually going to put a knot in it and then tie that really tight. Now I'm going to take this little bundle that we just made and I'm going to start fluffing everything. Of course, I'm going to take my 2 black and white ones and I'm going to separate them. Then I got that little burlap. I've got all my cute little ribbons, kind of pull, separate all of those. I probably could have done 2 of the burlap with the polka dots because I love that so much too. But let's see what this looks like. Okay, look how cute that little bundle is. If you don't like raffia, don't add it. Do whatever you want. Of course, I forgot to dovetail my ends, so I'm going to dovetail all my ends really quick. All right, the little bundle is so cute. Now I'm gonna take our rabbit, and once again, I'm gonna hot glue this bow right on top of the ears. Okay, so you see our cute little bunny right here. I'm gonna take my hot glue gun. I'm just gonna put a bunch of glue right here on the top in the center of those ears. Okay. And I'm gonna push my bow right down into that glue until it completely dries. Yeah. Once again, don't burn yourself. Are you ready? Look how cute. Oh. All right, once again, you're gonna put your carrier or put your tray. Just clip that on there. And you've got another cute little, more like that farmhouse kind of look, carrier. I love it. Once again, you don't have to put cake inside this. I mean, we're more of like a brownie family. Like we make brownies all the time. Make your brownies, cut them up, stick them in here. Easter's coming up. You know, if you're gonna get together with family, take your desserts in here. Like I said, if you're making deviled eggs, put your deviled eggs in here. If you buy little Debbie's, stick them in here. You can put whatever you want inside here, or just leave this on your counter. And how cute is this for Easter? But I love this one. It is so cute. Once again, you could do the little cotton balls for the tail. You know, if you like that look, you could do that. But all right, let's do these together. I love them. Let me know which one you like the best. Do you like this bright, springy one? Or do you like more like that kind of like farmhouse look? But they're so much fun and they're so easy to make. The only thing is, especially with these ears, make sure you use a lot of hot glue to keep them on there. But I'm gonna show you, look. Those are glued on there and they're not going anywhere. So love it, so cute. And this would make a very cute, just a gift for someone, especially if you're going to someone's house for Easter. What a nice little like thank you gift to take to someone. You know, and especially like fill it full of treats. Yeah, but they were both just so cute to me. All right, so that is it for this video. Several more videos to come. We are about to do our Dollar Tree tier tray together using pretty much every single thing I can find from Dollar Tree to decorate our Easter tier tray. But yeah, so let me know what you think. And I hope that you have a wonderful day and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.